Do you struggle with a lot of anxiety related to food? Just sit and try to recall how was food dealt with when you were a small child living with your parents. Did you grow up in like really poor family and there was a lot of food scarcity and you were not sure if there's gonna be food on the table tomorrow? Were you rewarded for finishing your plate? Were you perhaps punished for naughty behavior by not being given food? Were you rewarded by being given treats for a good behavior? Did you have to compete with your siblings for certain foods? Were certain foods demonized and treated as evil and completely forbidden and you were not allowed to eat them? Did you feel like you need to behave certain way to actually deserve the love of your parents? All of these things happening to you when you were a small child developed coping mechanism that helped you survive in that specific environment. And all the behaviors that you developed back then made perfect sense back then in that environment, and they helped you successfully survive. However, the environment changed. You are now adult. There is no longer an authority standing behind your back and telling you a good boy for eating broccoli or a good girl for eating kale. You no longer need to finish your plate to deserve someone's love. There is no evil food. There is just food that is not healthy and you should eat it less often. And you have money, you have freedom. You can go and you can do your own food choices. You don't need to eat fast. Nobody's gonna come and take it from your plate unless you are my husband and you live with me. So next time you think about food or eat, just sit, take a deep breath, and remind yourself that you are no longer a child living with your parents, but you are an independent adult who can deal with situations differently.